Hi friends! Before we begin, don't forget to like this video, share it with your classmates, and subscribe to our channel for more Class 10 English lessons.
Yes, and today we're going to talk about the story Mijbil the Otter by Gavin Maxwell. This is such a warm and funny true story about the author and his pet otter.
Gavin Maxwell was a Scottish naturalist and writer. He loved nature and animals. One of his most famous works is Ring of Bright Water. In this lesson, he writes about his time with Mijbil the Otter.
And fun fact, midge species was not known to science before Maxwell's time. It's now called Lutrogali perspicillata maxwelli, or Maxwell's otter.
The story begins in 1956, when Maxwell was in southern Iraq. An idea had crossed his mind.
Wait, cross your mind means you suddenly think of something. Something comes to your mind, suddenly.
Right. So he thought about keeping an otter instead of a dog at his home in Camasphyrna, which was surrounded by water just a stone's throw from the door.
And a stone's throw means very close.
Maxwell went to Basra to the Consulate General. That's a kind of government office representing your country in another place.
He had to wait for his mail for 5 days because of delays and a breakdown. That means something stopped working on the telephone line.
One day, 2 Arabs brought him a sack. Inside, from time to time, it moved. From time to time means occasionally.
And when he opened it, Maxwell says, with the opening of that sack began a phase of my life that has not yet ended, and may, for all I know, not end before I do.
That means getting Midge changed his life forever. The otter looked like a medievally conceived dragon. That means like a dragon from olden-day paintings, covered in mud scales.
Later, scientists found it was a new kind of otter, and at length, which here means finally, named it after Maxwell.
At first, Midge was aloof and indifferent. He kept away from Maxwell. But later he slept on his bed and showed his playful nature.
The first time in the bathroom, Midge made a slosh and splash for a hippo, meaning lots of noisy water play. Maxwell says otters like to keep water moving, so to speak. That means in a manner of speaking.
2 days later, Midge learned to turn on the taps.
Maxwell dreaded the prospect of, meaning he feared transporting Midge to England.
The airline rules meant Midge had to be in a small box. But when Maxwell came back after a meal, he saw an appalling spectacle. A shocking scene, blood around the box.
He says, I whipped off the lock. That means opened it quickly, and saw Midge blood-splattered from scratching the box lining.
With little time, he put Midge back in the box, and the driver tore through the streets, drove very fast to catch the flight.
Maxwell decided to take the air hostess into his confidence. That means tell her a secret about Midge. She helped him and was the very queen of her kind, meaning the best at her job.
But when Midge got out of the box, he ran down the plane and caused panic. Eventually, he came back to Maxwell.
Midge invented games, like rolling a ping-pong ball down a sloped suitcase and then trotting off, walking quickly, to put it back.
He also had compulsive habits, things he did the same way every time, like running along a school wall.
People kept asking questions. Maxwell calls it a barrage of conjectural questions, lots of guesses.
Some hit on. It means some people guessed. They thought it was a baby seal, a squirrel, and even a hippo.
Maxwell says Midge was anything but an otter, meaning he looked like everything except an otter to people.
A laborer stared at Midge as Maxwell came abreast of, meaning walked next to him. The man looked offended, as if he would have me know, meaning he wanted Maxwell to understand. He couldn't be fooled. Then he growled, "What is that supposed to be?"
Midge was intelligent, fun-loving, and needed love.
Otters belong to the Mustaline group. Badgers, mongooses, weasels, and so on.
And thanks to this story, the world knows Maxwell's otter species.
That's all for today's story.
Tell us in the comments, what pet would you choose if you could have any animal?
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss a Class 10 English lesson.